Yo, yo, what's up? It's your girl Bree at Skulls and Bones 444. I hope that you guys are having a lovely Saturday. And tomorrow is June 1st. Woo! I don't know about you guys, but I felt like May was just chaos. Chaos, shit all over the place, spiritual attacks, monitoring spirits at the wahoo. And yes, there are still more, not spiritual attacks. Well, they're trying, the karmic and the coven, the few members that are left, are still trying to send you spiritual attacks, but it ain't working. You might feel a little bit of the side effect, but all you gotta do is rebuke it, okay, in the name of Jesus Christ, Saint Michael the Archangel, and if you worship a god or goddess, include them too, alright? And you guys could be having interesting dreams. Pay attention. Pay the fuck attention. I made a recording yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever, about how to rebuke it, the chant, um, all kinds of shit. Just go watch it. Um, oh yeah, I went ahead and made some changes to my profile. I wanted to make it look cooler, fancier, whatever. I'm still working on it, but yeah. What else? Oh yeah. What there have been big projections going on, yo. Holy shit. If you guys have been feeling nervous, anxious, angry out of nowhere, it ain't you. It's not you. It's the opposition. They're rushing around, or excuse me, they're running around like chickens with their heads cut off because they don't know what the fuck to do anymore. It's like they've run out of all their options, okay? And they know that the law is coming after them, plain and simple. Oh God, and I just got an image of the karmic with his face. Oof. Okay, like we're talking nasty bags under their eyes. I'm talking like their eyes may not even have color in them anymore. They could just be pure black. Like they are possessed by a demon. Okay. Teeth are rotting out big time because they're a drug lord. They've been doing every kind of pill you can think of, all drugs you can think of. Meth, heroin, I mean crack cocaine, everything. Okay, and for most of you guys, this karmic is tall. Talking like 6'4", some shit like that. They got blonde hair, and that blonde hair, whatever, it could be falling out. And just to let you guys know, they were hoping that with the beauty spells and body spells that your teeth and your hair would be falling out too, but the divine said no, no. So yeah, whenever you feel these projections, no, they're not yours. Okay, it's them. And this karmic is trying to find every fucking loop that they can to get to your energy through other people. And the divine is like, not no, but hell no. And your ancestors are kicking some serious ass. We're talking not just helping with the karma, pushing the karmic debt at them and everybody else that was involved, but they're being haunted too. And I know I'm not supposed to say these demon names out loud, but this is for educational purposes. I am not summoning them up. This could be Judas, this could be a Jezebel, Leviathan, Promethean, Ahab, and Thalia, because Jezebel and Ahab, they had a daughter named Athaliah. Okay, and Beelzebub, alright, like crazy. Pay attention to all the angel numbers that you're seeing, because I'm gonna call out angel numbers today to confirm messages, and some of them could still be trying to attack your health, because this month y'all need to focus on your health big time and recuperating from all the damage that they did, and do some late spring cleaning, like clean your house, man, and fucking cleanse yourself, your space, because monitoring spirits and anything evil, demonic, they don't like clean spaces, okay? Like, yuck. Anyways, this is for the whole collective. I'm making this one about the whole collective. I will start the astrological signs later. And I have other surprise oracle cards that I want to use. And by the way, this is the second time I'm having to record this, so clearly, yeah, they want me to shut up, but it ain't happening. Anyways, what do my collective need to know? I'm seeing a lot of cocaine. A lot of cocaine. A lot of this shit is coming from South America. 7:37 on the timer. Oh my god. Oof. I just got a bad image, y'all. For the longest time, too, I've been mentioning how children have been involved with child sex trafficking. They're being drugged up with heroin big time so they can't fight back. Oh, lots of anger, especially towards the karmic, because since everybody believed their lies, his lies, and they got involved with all kind of financial bullshit, their lives are ruined too. Last shuffle. Ay, Dios mío. Oh, look, the good news though is, oops, the main message right here first is the devil in reverse. Be proud of yourselves, okay? Because the devil energy is gone. The karmic, who was in devil like energy with, reckless sex, gambling, which The fucker doesn't know how to say no when it comes to gambling, doesn't know how to budget his money, still stealing all kinds of shit, taking advantage of people, drinking, drugging, boozing, all of that shit. They're not in your energy anymore, which is awesome. And you know, you're not in this energy anymore evil. You gave up people, places, and things. 10:30 on the timer, and so did your masculine. They've cleaned up their lives too. 10:40 on the timer, and that's exactly why the sacred reunion is coming up even closer, and the karmic man just cannot stand it. Okay, I am doing a different version of the Celtic cross. It's a little bit longer, but it gives more detailed information. Wow. Whew. I know y'all saw that shit when you. So I will explain everything here as I go along, especially if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. But if not, thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. This is gonna be interesting as fuck. Woo. I don't like taking out all these cards over here, but goddamn, that's what I'm being told to do. Alrighty. Next main message we got here is the Hierophant in reversed. This talks about a community and organization here, and for the longest time, we've all been picking up on this cult, the Satanic Church. This church has been around for a long ass time, but they are falling apart. And that's because not just has the karmic been lying to everybody about what the real deal was for attacking you, and they were all shocked, like, are you serious? Like, this is what this shit is all about? But also, when you had that whole army of people, there were plenty of people that were jealous of each other with who's got better powers, who's stronger, and there were plenty of affairs, secret sexual affairs with husbands and wives and boyfriends and girlfriends cheating on each other, you fucking name it. And that selfishness also contributed to the fuck ups. 14:21 on the timer. But also, this also talks about rebellion. Man, when you were with this karmic, which was not very long, very pushing. They wanted you to try to convert to their religion, to be a Satanist, because this person is an extreme Satanist. This person doesn't know how to take no for an answer. And I think to myself, was this kid ever rejected for anything in life? And I call him a kid because he acts like a child with his behavior. I mean, childlike temper tantrums when doesn't get his way and shit. It's like, dude, grow the fuck up. Oh my god. I don't think that this karmic was ever punished per se, or if they were punished, it wasn't. I don't know how to say it. Like, it's like, okay, go to timeout for just 5 minutes and you're done. Some shit like that. Or they just got everything that they wanted. I don't know. Something like that. But, anyways, this is the current situation right here. Ten of Pentacles upright, which is badass, y'all. This Ten of Pentacles, it talks about getting everything back that was taken from you. All right, which is, excuse me, your love life was taken from you, career, money. And this could have very well been money that was left to you as an inheritance from somebody who passed away. And you had a gut instinct that after this person passed away, they left you with something, but when you try to look for it and search for it, there was nothing. And that's because it was stolen from you. But you're getting that back. And they've also been trying to steal some of your spiritual inheritance. They can't. It's yours. It's yours. And the more you keep ascending, the more spiritual gifts you're going to keep on getting. And I just heard a karmic thinks that you are wasting your spiritual talents because had you chosen them over your masculine, they would have taught you how to use your magical talents for all kinds of evil and destruction. And you're like, not no, but hell no. And I mean, that's why you rebelled with the Hierophant in reversed. And the Ten of Wands reversed, on top of this, on top of the Ten of Pentacles. Oh yeah. This karmic, they have nothing but burdens and obstacles to carry for the rest of their life. This is their karmic debt for the rest of their life. And they tested the divine and the archangels about how strong they were. And oh, they found out. They found out. Ooh. Alright, let's get a little bit more information here about the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. This card wants to stick out. Oh shit, nice. Huh. You have the Ace of Swords upright, which talks about a breakthrough in communication here. Without a doubt, this is definitely your masculine. And he's been waiting for just the right time because he's been on the warpath. 2022 on the timer. He's been on the warpath of kicking bitches. 2030 on the timer, kicking bitches out of his life. People that fucked him over with his love life and have lied to him. Temperance upright. It talks about using your logic with your intuition at the same time. That's the masculine. He knows how to use logic and his intuition at the same time. For a long time, he was just ignoring his intuition and just being practical and logical the whole time. But not no mores. Not no mores. And the moon upright, I shit you not, look. To me, this represents Hecate, the goddess Hecate, because she is represented with two black dogs next to her. And look what she got, two black dogs next to her. Talks about intuition, but also secrets and messages that have not yet come to the surface. Oh, the Five of Cups reversed. Someone, this karmic, and everybody else that's been involved, I mean, to the very last drop of this death magic project. I mean, years ago, well, 2 years ago when I started this, I gave it the nickname of the Death Magic Project Coven Mafia because it was this karmic knew somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody. And lo and behold, the social crowd you were hanging out with were a bunch of Satanists and you had no fucking idea. No clue. Well, needless to say, the Five of Cups in reverse, it talks about abort mission. You're done, you're over with. And they're putting up a fight. While you, on the other hand, Four of Swords upright, you get to rest. You get to rest because you know that the truth is out. Everybody else that was working with the karmic, the truth is out. And that's why the moon right here, when it talked about secrets and mysteries that have yet to be uncovered, it's right here. So you can relax and chill because this was nothing but trash talking. Constantly, constantly, constantly. This has been an obsession. And I mean, if you look, looks like it's a chapel right there. And where you find solace at. And it's Judgment Day now. So you can chill. You're good. Intuition. Your masculine followed his intuition finally. Breakthrough in communication. The Five of Cups reverse. Ugh, this karmic who, I mean, their project failed. They're having to walk away, but goddamn, it's pulling tooth and nail with this fucker. Doesn't want to walk away, but he's being forced to walk away because, like I said in the beginning, the law is after him. You have the 10 of Pentacles upright. This is beautiful, but they can't have it because they have the 10 of Wands, 25, 25 on the timer. They've got the 10 of Wands reversed on top of them, so now they've got to carry all the fucking burdens. And look, the other main message is the 2 of Wands. Somebody having to make a decision. There were mental mind illusions that were being done. It's like, okay, the karmic, like a child, in a classroom, it's like, oh, pick me for the answer. Pick me for the answer. No, dude, no. You you chose the right one. You chose your masculine, and you know in your heart who that masculine is, and more than likely he's got brunette hair. It's 26, 26 on the timer. It's crazy how one's blonde and one's brunette. Oh, and the Fool reversed. Because of all of this mierda, the karmic does not get a fresh new start at life at all. Period. Reckless, just undependable, does shit based off of their emotions, just reacts off of their emotions. And you know what? They don't tell people what they're doing until after it's done. And people are like, why in the fuck would you do that? 27, 27 on the time. Like, why the fuck would you do that? You're just getting yourself and us in more trouble. No, this is the past. Knight of Cups. Okay, this is a true offer of love. It's been trying to come your way. The Wheel of Fortune in reversed, which means not being able to move forward. The Page of Pentacles reversed. This talks about a false business offer. You guys could have been working on a business idea or project or whatever. And somebody who you thought was your friend or somebody who came in and it was a setup trying to offer you some help with getting shit up and off the ground, but you followed your instincts and you knew that something just was not right. Okay? I hope I still have y'all's attention. Oh, I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm being told to. So, the Knight of Cups in the past, moving your way to offer love, a true offer of love, but yet this Knight of Swords in reverse just kept going with the rumors and the lies and bullshit, hoping that your masculine would be turned off and not want to come back to you. Like, this karmic did the fucking most. But they've known for a long while that they're never going to move forward in life. And they've been trying to destiny swap for the longest time. But it ain't gonna work. And you were tricked. Well, someone tried to trick you into helping you get your feet off the ground with whatever idea you've got. I'm sensing it's something very creative. And you could have fucked up and said something about it. 3111 on the timer. And well, you have the Ace of Pentacles up in the reverse. They have been trying to take this away from you ever since. They don't want you to have your happiness, your dream career, your dream love, the money, the happiness, the joy, none of it. And that's why it was a false offer of money. Well, the next main message, look, the lovers. That's awesome. Awesome. Okay. Now, like I said, I can't tell you, I can't wait to get a new table. I've been saying this for the longest time, but it's called investing in shit. This is the future. This devil energy is gone. It's gone. And it's gone out of the King of Swords energy upright. The King of Swords energy, that's your masculine. Because this is somebody who stands up for himself and tells the truth. Okay, like when he's had enough, he's got patience, but when he's had enough of the horseshit, he stands up for himself because he knows the difference between right and wrong. Yes, he did fuck up with spreading some bullshit lies because it was all about fucking approval. Okay? And along the way, he's realized that, oh shit, these people never had my back. Because in the past, they were doing the most, especially this karmic. Okay, this karmic bribing people, I mean, bribing with money and telling everybody, twist the details of these lies as much as you can to throw people off and I just heard bitch, make this bitch look like an asshole, like a piece of scum, like a, a gum wrapper on the floor that you just walk on over without thinking twice. The devil in reverse, right next to the strength reversed. And I'll be honest with you. Excuse me. Strength card talks about it's a Leo card. I don't know what the fuck it is. about these karmics being a Leo, but it's been coming up in the majority of my readings and in other people's readings. I feel so bad for you good Leos. I feel so bad because y'all are probably getting such bad stigma, man. I've met a few cool Leos in my life, bro. And they're not backstabbers, they're not liars. You know what I mean? They don't wish death upon people, but um this to me, this is the karmic, alright, with they don't have inner strength. They don't have good self esteem at all whatsoever. A lot of childhood wounds like no fucking other. Oh my god. Ooh. You know if you guys remember me saying this a long time ago in one of my recordings, but trigger warning. Okay. This karmic is going to be absolutely humiliated in public in in front of the coven, and something tells me that this king of swords, your masculine, is gonna call his shit out in front of everyone and call out his friends that he thought he could trust in front of everybody. Now, when I say trigger warning, this karmic was sexually abused as a child, and it was somebody very close in their family. Like, I keep sensing that it was an uncle, a male figure, or an uncle of some sort. And I keep getting that it was the uncle came from their father's side. So it was the father's brother, that the uncle, and he had some high strong connections with politics of some sort, but had a secret fetish for kids. 38, 38 on the timer. Yeah, had a secret fetish for kids, and in front of everybody when it's, family time for the holidays or just grilling out, on the weekends, the uncle would come over, participate, put on the facade of being the cool great uncle and shit, but secretly giving the side eye to the karmic. Like, you better not tell anybody what's been going on. Because this uncle was slick. He would invite the karmic over for sleepovers and then also say, like, oh, your best friend, Timmy Tommy or Louie, whatever, you know, Got permission to spend the night too with you. Wanna join? And 40:04 on the timer as I said that. But, in the karmic's heart, he knew that that was a fucking lie. He knew that Timmy Tommy or Louie wasn't gonna be there. It was just because the uncle was hard up. Ugh. And this uncle was into child, you know what? Child PORNOGRAPHY. That he could easily get his hands on because he's in high authority politically. I mean, you'd be amazed by the grimy shit that goes on like that, and people don't even blink an eye. And then after the karmic watched those videos because he was forced to watch those videos, he would have to repeat the same actions. 41:41 on the timer, as I said that. He would have to repeat the same actions on his uncle. And it's it's like this dungeon area, man. It's like the uncle had a regular house, where people come in, they don't think anything of it, blah blah blah, but in the backyard there's this hidden shed that's like hotter than balls. Okay, and it's like they have plug-in fans. Wow, and on the wall, what I'm seeing is like on the wall, the uncle had hooks lined up against the wall of, I mean, handcuffs, whips, blindfolds, and ball gags. I'm gonna be honest. Trigger fucking warnings. This is what I'm seeing. And it's like, so after he performed these acts that he saw, it was his turn. And so, of course, the uncle abused him. 43:34 on the timer right before I say this. He was abused with the whip. If he tried to fight back, blindfolded so he couldn't see what was going on, handcuffed, ball gagged so he couldn't fight for himself, and you get the picture, you get the point. And yes, the uncle took videos and pictures of this too. Now, here's a problem. Uh, there were so many times when he wanted to say something to the parents, but always warned not to, of course. Of course, the predator doesn't want you to say shit because, oh, they tell you no one's gonna believe you. And the psychology here is a matter of it in a child's mind. Your parents are supposed 44:55 on the timer as I say this. In a child's mind, your parents or your guardians are supposed to be your biggest protectors. Okay? So here's the fine line. This one keeps coming up, and I'll get to it in a minute, God damn it. She's a bitch. The Queen of Swords reversed. She's a fucking bitch. Okay. Fine line of playing with someone's psyche where it's I can't tell anybody because, God knows what the fuck the consequences are gonna be. But, if I tell my parents, are they gonna believe me or am I gonna be punished? Or what are they gonna do? The uncle, this, that, and the other. And it's like, you're supposed to be helping me, but you can't because I'm being threatened by somebody in the family who's got who knows people in high places and shit. So I'm having to put up with this crap and not have a voice for myself. And that's why this karmic has such an obsession with children. Oh shit. Okay, okay, okay. Has an obsession with children. All right. Sacrifices them. Sacrifices them for two reasons. Sacrifices them to the devil to get what he wants, but also when he sacrifices them and buries them, there is no evidence of those people, evidence of those kids. So it's like out of sight, out of mind. I don't have to remember what I did to those kids. It's just some really weird, fucked up shit. And then, you know, he's not, like I said, he's not used to being rejected for anything, nobody telling him no. He feels abandoned by his own parents, is what it is. Oh my god, because the parents couldn't help him. Weird psychological shit. Wow. And so, for anybody who has ever rejected him, he then has a total obsession with them and preys on the weak because when the abuse happened to him, he was young and weak. Wow. And he's bisexual because, goes after chicks. Bisexual, you go for both sexes. And no, I don't have anything against anybody who's gay or whatever. I don't give a shit. You are who you are. But this person, the karmic, is bisexual, goes for both, but embarrassed to ever get caught with being with a man. But he has been caught with being with a man, prostituting for money, because he's broke. He made you guys broke, and while Karma's a bitch heading back over there, got caught having sex with a man in the back seat of a car, and was so terrified of the news getting around that he used the money that he earned from prostituting to pay off the witness so they would shut up. He could very well even have a crush on the masculine. Oh my god. But because you left, it struck 51-15 before I even say what I'm gonna say. Because you rejected them and left, boom! It struck up childhood issues with him, and that's where it comes from. Oh my god. King of Pentacles, upright. This is your masculine. So, I mean, your masculine has several characteristics to them, okay? King of Swords upright, speaking up for themselves against everybody that's been fucking around. And it's like in my mind, I see them like, get the fuck out. You guys are nothing but trash. Adios. Just fuck off with the people, places, and things. King of Pentacles upright, dependable, responsible, independent, knows how to make their money, knows how to save and budget. The karmic is jealous of that because the karmic thinks or thought, or for the longest time has tried to make people think that you're nothing but a fucking gold digger. But that ain't true at all. Because, I mean, your short experience with dating the karmic, they had nothing to offer. I mean, when I say nothing to offer, love conquers all, okay? You had no love for your karmic. You've always had love for your masculine. But you did pay attention to your karmic with how reckless they were and rude and controlling. Ooh, buddy. Your masculine is definitely going to be putting this karmic in their fucking place in front of everybody, humiliating them. The hangman upright, Pisces card. Okay. It's basically persecuting the karmic for everybody to see. It's like, oh, you wanted to make a fucking show of the love of my life and ruin our future? Well, guess what? Two can play at this game, and yes, it is childlike, but you know what? Fuck it. If it's gotta get done this way, then it's gotta get done this way. This masculine has, in his mind at this point, it's like, take no prisoners. Get the fuck out of my life. And you know what? Let's just kick you out of the city altogether. Justice. 5511 on the timer. Justice. There you go. Wow, man. That's why you have the lovers. Damn. Woo! I hope you guys ain't bored, man, because I just had this feeling. I'm like, I gotta get this out. I gotta get this out because this is some that shit crazy shit. Excuse me. Now, these are the goals that you got in mind. King of Wands upright. This is another characteristic of your masculine. Aries, Leo, Sag, somewhere in their chart. They're a hell of a go-getter. They take initiative on things like once they're given a project, they don't hesitate, they don't procrastinate, they're ready to go. But you know what? They're strict but fair. Technically, they don't like to work in group situations, but they know that if they are not going to meet 56 on the timer, if they know that they're not going to meet the deadline on time by themselves, they'll get help involved, but they're not going to talk at you. They're going to talk to you and give you, suggestions or advice about, I think this should be tweaked or that should be tweaked. They're very, very creative. And they're going to help you with whatever project you've got on your mind. I sense power couple, which the karmic is going to have no choice but to cry. And they can cry in prison because that's where they're going. The chariot upright. This is fast movement. Fast movement. Moving on forward because you've paid off your karmic debt, okay? And there still could be, there's still a few strings that need to be, tied up from here with the future of putting the karmic in their fucking place. But after that, here they come. And then the Three of Wands reverse, it talks about somebody not getting what they want. What the hell is that? Probably the government not getting what they want. Hold on, let's see here. Knight of Pentacles upright. Okay, this is out of all the pentacles, this is the slowest moving knight of them all. What I'm sensing here is that the masculine was unsure of ever being happy again. and getting you back because of all the lies being told and trying to figure out the truth because they knew that something just wasn't adding up. So they took their sweet ass time figuring out and putting the pieces of the puzzle together, just like you did. Okay. And I mean, you were waiting patiently. This was like slower than fucking molasses. And Four of Pentacles reversed. Okay. You're not gonna have to lack for any money ever again because, in reversed, you've been having to hold on to everything you've got, any last dime or penny that you've ever had. Because, I mean, with all the black magic, they stole that shit away from you. But with the Knight of Pentacles upright, he's gonna help you and you're not gonna be like this anymore. So then, there's not gonna be a doubt anymore with the Three of Wands reversed. They know by now for a fact that you're the one. Page of Wands upright. Yeah, they're coming after you. Their plan is to come after you, and they are. Don't stress. With the Five of Wands reverse, this is mental arguing. This mental arguing, it was a mental mind illusion and energy manipulation, making you question if the masculine was ever going to come back to you, or if you were supposed to be with the masculine, and trying to trick the masculine about, should I go back to the feminine, or is she for me? Because you got to remember, the masculine's karmic was working together with your karmic. It was a duo, a secret duo. It's just a bunch of fuckery. God damn. Hold on. Black. How to get some more Wawa. Some of you guys should be drinking more water too. Now, here we go with what's coming. You got your Six of Cups up, right? This is your masculine. This is somebody from your past that's coming back. This relationship was a long time. Lots of nostalgia. Lots of nostalgia. And you guys would play and joke around like kids together. And you're always going to have the same type of humor together. You guys are going to grow old together. The Nine of Cups upright. You're getting everything that you have been manifesting. Everything. Your love, marriage, the house, the kids. It's beautiful. The Eight of Cups reversed. Oh, yeah. This talks about leaving a current situation and going back to an original situation that was working. This masculine realized, oh my god, these people are not where I'm supposed to be. Fuck them, I gotta leave them. Cut off this situation with people, places, and things. Because these people are toxic as fuck. And he's totally getting rid of his karmic feminine. Oh my god, she is a pill and a half. And she has done love spells on him. They're not working because his eyes are wide open now. They've been wide open. It took them a long time because they were under the power and illusion of the black magic that was being done to them by every fucking body. And being lied to and given bad advice from the people that they thought were their friends. But, oh no, he's gone, he's done, he's had it. And he's the type of person where when he says that he's had it. Boom, gone. Now, you see, this shit has been sticking onto me. You know why? The Queen of Swords reversed is his karmic. You see that? That's his karmic. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, somewhere in the chart, whatever. She kept sticking on to me like that, and that's a sign she's fighting against him to stick around and just talking shit. I mean, rambling, all kinds of shit about the feminine. And, I just heard sex. Oh, I can give you better sex than her. And this masculine's like, give a shit about what kind of sex you can give. Ain't pussy whooped by your ass. I hate it that you're full of drama. You're a gossiper. All you do is talk shit about the feminine all goddamn day. And you've been doing love spells behind his back. And now he knows that she, okay, these two having, a secret sexual affair together. She could have lied about being pregnant. Because what does she do best? Lie. There was no pregnancy. Because the masculine's too smart. He uses protection, okay? She did it because she wanted to keep him around with the Four of Wands. Ain't happening. Because you have the Seven of Pentacles reversed, which means she ain't got shit to show for herself. I mean, when this is upright, the Seven of Pentacles upright, it talks about, having the fruits of your labor, things that you worked hard for. Oh, she worked hard, but for the wrong reasons and evil fucking reasons. So she ain't gonna have this Four of Wands. No. This Four of Wands is for you and your masculine. This talks about external influences right here. Nine of Swords reversed. You don't have to worry about shit, okay? You don't have to worry about being falsely accused of anything because you haven't done shit. So you can lay your head to rest easily because this Emperor in reversed, okay, which is uh, another characteristic of your karmic, the Emperor in reversed has tried everything in his power to make it seem like everything's your fault, even hiring uh okay, when I say hire a private investigator, this was a false private investigator, okay? He bribed and paid a private investigator to watch your ass and illegally surveillance you to find shit on you, but nothing. Couldn't find crap. I mean, they were trying to find anything like a sex tape on you. For some of you guys out there, maybe y'all fucked up and you fell for it when you first dated them, thinking that it was something kinky or whatever, not thinking twice that this person had evidence on you having sex and could use it for blackmail and share it with everybody, or could have been a sneaky ass son of a bitch and had a secret camera hidden to record you having sex with them and you not knowing about it. So if you ever left them or think you screwed up with them, they would have this blackmail on you and show everybody and embarrass your ass. But I mean, that's for some of you guys out there. I know I never, me as a collective, as a divine feminine, I'd never give permission to do shit like that. Hell, I hated the generation of people sending dick pics and whatnot. No, no. And the Page of Swords upright, somebody trying to figure out information about you, just being a nosy, goddamn Rosie, man. So while you have this fake private investigator shit, you still got the Page of Swords doing more and more and more investigation. They were on a fucking mission. But nothing. So you ain't got shit to be worried about. And something tells me that some of you guys may have to go to court. Like, if there is an inheritance that was stolen from you, you're gonna get wind of it via the mail. Watch your mail like a hawk. They've been watching you like a hawk, driving by your house and shit, the whole fucking nine. They know everything about you in the sense of your whereabouts, who you talk to, blah da 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 da. It's pain in the ass. It's like you got Stalker 101. This is the kind of shit you would see like on Forensic Files, like the title would be If I Can't Have Her, Then Nobody Else Will. That's what the fuck this shit has been about. Oh my god. Okay. Hopes and fears. Two of Swords upright. This talks about, you know, messages that have, okay, see the person blindfolded, so they can't see the whole situation or the people involved. There's two swords. Okay, so this is two sides to every story. 15-15 on the timer. See, this coven and this karmic was hoping that you would always remain blind about what was going on, who was involved, and what lies were told about you. But you figured it out. You're not stupid. So now, and because the Three of Cups is up here, which means somebody not celebrating, okay? Somebody not celebrating because you picked up on the bullshit, and the karmic, everybody is staring at them like, so this has been the real fucking deal? Well, now you're gonna be in the Five of Pentacles upright. They're gonna be left out in the cold. Everybody is gonna be left out in the cold, except for you and your masculine. And the Eight of Swords upright talks about somebody playing the victim, which this karmic loves playing the victim. Somebody here with the Three of Cups reversed doesn't get to celebrate shit because they okay. Number one goes in two ways. They could not split up the Two of Cups that you're having. But also, their marriage with their karmic is done. It's over with. And the Ace of Wands reversed, okay, which talks about not being successful with the project. That's them. This is nuts. Three of Pentacles upright, a group of three. Eight of Wands upright, Two of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so and Three of Pentacles upright. This is talking about three people working in a group, and it does work. To me, it always talks about this is a sacred union between you, the masculine, and the divine. Because, I mean, it got like those papers to me is like the marriage license, carving your names into it, solidifying it, making it official. The light above, okay, is the light of the divine archangels, and the man over here who is marrying you. Eight of Wands upright. This is emphasizing that whatever project you have up your mind and you gave it up for whatever reason, maybe you thought you didn't have the resources for it, or because of black magic that made you sluggish and want to give it up. Get back to it. Two of Pentacles reversed. Somebody is completely out of balance, doesn't know how to balance their life for shit. Without a doubt, that's the karmic. Because he's fried. Three of Swords reversed. You and the masculine healing your hearts from all the fucking betrayal. Seeing the Two of Pentacles reversed, trying to balance out the lies, trying to balance out the lies and the truth, but getting his lies, the details of the lies mixed up. The Hermit, Bryant, this goes in three ways. You and your masculine did your shadow work. You guys did a lot of, um, you reevaluated yourselves, you know. Who is the woman in the mirror? Who is the man in the mirror? Shadow work, dark night of the soul. And you see, you feminines were put into isolation spells, which you didn't go out, you were stuck to yourself, but it gave you a chance to look into, spirituality on a deeper level. And it helped your masculine to realize what's what and who's done what. And regrets has a lot, just so many regrets for leaving you. And on the other hand, the hermit talks about somebody who could be hiding away in a cave. Like this karmic, hiding, hiding away in a cave, trying to escape the law, but no can do. King of Cups upright. This is another characteristic of your masculine. Somebody who's very sweetheart, I mean, compassion, totally compassionate, man, and full of remorse. This Five of Swords reversed. They can't think of any more strategies. They're done and they know it. But they can't stand the defeat. Fuck them. Yeah, childlike temper tantrum. Knight of Wands reverse. Yep, trying to come up with something to take action. Candle magic is what I just heard. I mean, lighting up all kinds of candles, black magic, without thinking. And they're probably drunk as shit while they're doing this because they're never sober. Well, here you guys are. Queen of Cups. I'm gonna put the matching. Hold on. The King and Queen of Cups. This is a beautiful match. Beautiful match. Put this right here. Okay, the Four of Wands right here, which the King of Swords, excuse me, wow, which the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords reverse are trying to kill. So, you got this. Oh, you got the Six of Cups. You got the Nine of Cups. King of Swords upright, King of Wands upright, King of Pentacles upright, uh, Judgment upright with Justice. I know it looks like a mess to you guys. It makes perfect sense to me. Ace of Cups reversed. No happiness whatsoever for anybody except you and the masculine. Ooh, ooh, here you go. High Priestess. They fucked around and found out. You are a high priestess. They fucked around and they found out. The Lovers again. The Empress. Here you go. And this Queen of Wands. Yeah, so you have, well, one, two, three karmics that here that have been working together. Fuck them. The Ten of Cups reversed goes in two ways. All this whole coven, including the karmics, your karmic, masculine's karmic. They wanted to ruin your Ten of Cups, but it ain't happening. The coven wanted to ruin your Ten of Cups, but it ain't happening. If anything, it's the coven, the karmic family who is done. They're done. The world upright. Karmic cycle is done. Karmic cycle of all bullshit is done. You're the star, baby. And everything that you've wanted and manifested for, you've got it. The sun upright, happiness, but it also talks about illuminating the truth. And look, it's illuminating the truth about the magician in reversed. Because the karmic is a dark warlock. Yep, the tower. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's funny. All the masculines are upright, damn near, and the karmic feminine are in reversed. So what that tells me is that this karmic is using karmic women to be his bitches, to do his dirty work for him. Shit, I mean, he could be owning a brothel with them. But, yeah. King of Swords, the King of Wands, that's yours. The King and Queen of Cups, that's you guys. The World upright, the High Priestess. This is gorgeous. Four of Wands upright. You're getting it. And they just can't stand it. If you guys like this video so far and I haven't bored you, please like and subscribe. Now, here comes the new Oracle cards. I want to switch them up. And just Ten of Pentacles, man. I'm like winning the jackpot. You know, it doesn't matter how the karmic was raised and the childhood trauma they had. They're definitely old enough at the age to have gone to therapy already to get help, but they chose not to, so that's their fault. Okay, work your light. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, what does my collective need to know? Love the flowers on these men. One more shuffle. Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? If any of you guys are still lost in life, which I don't think you are, what I think it is you know what you want to do, but you don't know how to get there. Like maybe you guys need to talk to a spiritual advisor of some sort. Mm. The age of light, you've been training for this for lifetimes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You guys are very, very old souls. Right here it just says no. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. You're going to have a very crucial question come your way, and if you don't know the answer for sure, then say no, or, let me think about it, because you don't want to get yourself caught up in a weird jam. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Wow, what the fuck has this journey been about too? Okay, releasing old karmic ties. What you guys have done. Keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Protection. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. Can't make this shit up, yo. Cut cords with all these karmic fucks, which I'm pretty sure you guys have done. Whew, it's been a journey. Continue to protect yourself however you can. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Talks about breaking ancestral curses, which you guys have done. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. This is a very, very beautiful card. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Y'all gotta focus on your health, man. I mean, for real. Because these people done fucked you up with your health. And some of you guys may need to change your routines, get up earlier if you want to get more shit done during the day. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. hmm You guys have been transforming like no other throughout this journey. And you become one of the best versions of yourself that you can be because this whole time you've been transforming, and for the rest of your lives, you're going to keep transforming. And look, I'm going to end it with this here. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Can't make this shit up. Learn when to say no when you really mean no. The hell? Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. And these are definitely your ancestors that have been helping with the spiritual warfare and kicking some ass. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest be held. Go take a nap. For real. Go take a nap. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Regardless of what people tell you about, oh, that career ain't gonna make you money, blah, blah, blah. Fuck them. Follow your heart's desire and your soul's desire. Okay? Okay, I'm doing better on time. And then the last one I'm gonna do, I wanna do the Gothic Oracle. The art on that is badass. And after that, I'm gonna let you guys go. Ooh, excuse me. Wait, wait, wait. Ooh, B12. Oh, excuse me. I think I'm probably one of the few readers on here that might rip and I don't know, fart or whatever. Whatever. I know Tara with Empress Eva, she cracks me up, man. She's like, oh, I'm on the menstrual cycle. Okay, okay. Let's see here. What does my collective need to hear? It's just called being your authentic self. Fuck it. We're all human beings. What does the collective need to know? One more shuffle. If it gets to 2 hours, guys, I deeply apologize, but some I sometimes that's what happens. I've seen other readers do the same shit, and they're like, "Oh fuck, it's 2 hours long." But I mean, look how cool the art is on that shit. Wow, 40/40 on the timer. Main message here: Black Unicorn. Woo! See what that stands for. I'm gonna write this author because what sucks is they do not have an index or a glossary on where to find these cards at. So you're sitting here like, where the hell? Here we go. Black Unicorn. Independence. A dynamic unicorn rears up on its hind legs, majestic and high above the world. He commands respect from all who see him. Black unicorns are less familiar than white ones, but they do have their own place in mythology. Known as a symbol of freedom, their character is not the same as that of their white cousins. With great strength and hunting prowess, the black unicorn is a creature of fierce independence and sometimes rebellion. Occasionally, we need to stand on our own 2 feet. When this card appears in the reading, it is suggesting that now is not a time to rely on others, but to stand confidently in your own beliefs and take charge of your life. This card is, in many ways, a symbol of choice, since it is in our decisions that we exercise our power and independent thinking. Whether you choose to be self sufficient and decide to go it alone, or make a stand, potentially pushing against the flow, doing so will command respect from others and put you in a league of your own. Well, what do you like to know? I'll wait for the night. I'm gonna just pull them out, Bucky. Try and read as fast as possible. Oh, wait, the night. Okay. There we go. Freedom. A vampire sits upon her coffin. Refreshed from her slumber, she is awake and ready. Bats surround her as moonlight begins to pour into the castle. While vampires cannot exist in sunlight, they are known to wake and hunt under the light of the moon. The night, therefore, is a symbol of freedom for them, since the vampire cannot live amongst the rays of daylight and are confined to their coffins until sundown. True freedom is living a life that allows for choice without constraints. We might think of freedom as being physical, like the vampire in her coffin during daylight hours, but freedom of thought and expression, especially in being our authentic selves, is a privilege. Not everyone has the luxury of. The karmic has definitely been trying to take away the feminine's independence and the freedom of choice here. If you have drawn this card, it can represent both the nature of being controlled and the act of releasing yourself from restriction. Now might be the time to fight for your own freedom, whether that means doing what you wish to, saying what is on your mind, or cutting ties with those who wish to hush you or keep you under their control. This card asks that you consider how free you really are within a given situation or relationship. What might you need to say or do to experience true freedom and live an authentic life? Well, I'll be goddamned. Hmm. Okay, I found Dance with Death right here. Talks about risk. A young woman, radiant and full of life, takes a dance step with the Dark Lord himself, with his skeletal fingers tenderly holding her waist and brushing her shoulder. He sensitively looks down at her red hair adorned with a white flower. This relationship is reminiscent of the marriage between Hades and Persephone of Greek mythology. Spending part of the year on Earth with her mother, Demeter, Persephone would descend into the underworld with her husband during the time we recognize as winter. While there, all of nature would shrivel and die until she returned to her mother in the spring. Dance with Death can, at times, arrive as a warning. Are you taking risks that could become hazardous, or is a choice you're making precarious or even dangerous? This card urges you to consider what the outcome might be, and if you are risking more than you might gain from a certain decision. To dance with death is to potentially make a sacrifice. When it is at its most favorable, this card could be suggesting that a small risk is worth taking. While you would be advised to not endanger either your health or your security, there will be times when taking a chance can pay off or a gamble could reap rewards. To me, this risk will come with great rewards. Is it gonna be scary as shit? Fuck yeah, but it's gotta be done. Especially for the sake of your own sanity. Dragon Beauty talks about gifts. A small dragon perches upon a rose, the flower blooming beautifully in both its perfection and natural flaws. The rose in all its colors is often presented to loved ones, connoting romantic, caring, or kind intentions. With his wings beginning to spread above him, this dragon offers you the rose, a symbol of generosity and beauty. This is a card connoting a gift, a pleasant surprise, or the arrival of something pleasing. It can describe the giving of presents and the generosity of others, but its meaning is far wider than impromptu gift giving. Dragon beauty will, in some situations, concern compliments and can predict praise. What could be better than being told you are doing a good job or being congratulated for your efforts? In some readings, the card will hint at promotions. If you have drawn this card, then know that the gift of good news is on its way, as new opportunities may be headed in your direction. In its simplest of meanings, being reminded of your qualities, admired or noticed, will give you a much needed boost. Let's see. Gothic prayer stands for hope. A woman is cloaked in darkness. Tears gently fall from her eyes, staining her cheeks, revealing her present state of despair. With a rosary wrapped around her fingers, she brings her hands to her mouth in prayer. Despite the shadows that she finds herself beneath, optimism remains. To receive this message is to remember that there is light on the horizon, however dark and cloudy your personal landscape might feel at this time. You may have been consumed by work and feel unable to see an end to pressure and demands. Perhaps financial obstacles have weighed heavily on your shoulders, or you've become overwhelmed by the problems of others. We all need aspirations. If you have drawn this card, then you are being advised not to give up hoping that yours will eventually manifest. Gothic prayer usually arrives at a time when we are feeling lost and unsure of whether to continue. However, for this very reason, it symbolizes the need to carry on and believe in a better time. Whether you have been down on your luck or simply feeling unmotivated, this card is a beacon of light at the end of a tunnel, providing something for you to look forward to. Well, ain't that nice? Honest. Raven talks about shape shifting. With a raven on her wrist, this young woman with her jet black hair and midnight blue dress seems to be in the process of transforming. With wings sprouting from her back and feathers spreading across her cheeks like a mask, she begins to take on the identity of her familiar. Shape-shifting is the ability to physically transform and can be found in mythology and folklore. From the Greek gods such as Zeus, who changed his identity to a swan to seduce Leda, to the Celtic tales of Ceridwen and Gwion. Gwion escaped Ceridwen's clutches by transforming into a hare. There are many fantastical stories of gods and goddesses altering their appearance. There are times when we all shapeshift in daily life, such as when we put on a brave face or mask disappointment. We might do this to protect our own emotions or other people's, but there are times when imitation can be of even greater use. If you have drawn this card, it might be time to shapeshift. If you are hoping to secure that high profile job, then you might need to dress or sound the part. If you want to invite love and kindness into your life, then displaying those qualities could help compassion find you. The woman in this card is manifesting qualities inherent within her that will assist her journey. How can you embrace yours? Well, I'll be shit. Sailor's Ruin talks about temptation. With the light draining from above, a mermaid descends into the shadowy depths of the sea. The faint silhouettes of sharks, representing danger and a shipwreck, can be glimpsed in the darkness. She holds a skull in her hand, most likely a sailor she has lured to his death with her beauty. We can all relate to temptation in its many guises. If it is not physical beauty that seduces us beyond our limitations, then it can be wrapped up in many other attractive packages, such as food, alcohol, laziness, overspending, or a bad choice of partner. The sailor's ruin is in his lack of resistance. If you have drawn this card, you may have already succumbed to temptation or may be on the brink of doing so. Sometimes the people and things we know are not good for us become the most attractive and persistent options. Sailor's Ruin reminds you that most desires, such as the odd treat or letting your hair down, can actually be beneficial in moderation. However, too much of a good thing can become detrimental. What is tempting you at this time, and what might the cost be of giving into your urges? Okay. Serpent's spell, the shadow self. Medusa slithers towards us. Her hair, a tangle of snakes, writhes and contorts above and around her. Her arms are outstretched, commanding respect from all who come near. In Greek mythology, the cursed Medusa was punished by Athena for betraying her. She was sent to a faraway island and transformed physically so that no man would ever desire her. However, this did not stop Medusa from beckoning people to look in her direction. One glance from her hypnotic eyes would turn whoever looked at her to stone. There are many things in life that we would prefer to not acknowledge or look at closely. This slithering serpent banished to the recesses of our mind represents those shadows within ourself that we would prefer stay hidden. It is important to remember that we all have a shadow self. It might manifest as jealousy, anger, laziness, or self sabotaging beliefs that prevent you from attaining your dreams and having a healthier life. Since we can neither dismiss nor heal the dark serpent within us, it is advisable to get to know it. Facing your demons and accepting them can actually be a positive thing to do. Understanding why we become jealous or angry can uncover a path towards a more balanced way of living. Ain't this some shit? Last two. Oh wow, the very next page with this. Silver Silverback talks about respect. An angel and a dragon dance high in the night sky as she holds his face close. The meeting of their eyes is both tender and filled with curiosity. His scales are like brushed iron, his wings like a turquoise cape. Her feathers are refined and soft, her skin delicate and silky. With many similarities, there are striking differences between these dance partners, too. Their differences make them of interest to one another. They are both curious and respectful of what makes each of them who they are. We will not always agree with everyone we meet. It might feel natural to push back, but we are all entitled to express our opinions. Listening to others is the first step to showing respect for their beliefs. If you have drawn this card, you might need a reminder that not everyone will see the world the same way you do. Respect is a choice, and it could be important for you to take a more open minded stance or accept that another person's view or life path is not your own. In some readings, the card will ask if it's you who is being disrespected. If you feel this to be true, it might be time to address any bias or unfair treatment. Karmic Masculine 101, totally not listening or being open minded to anybody else's religion but his. Then you have Summon the Reaper. Talks about time. A young woman holds an hourglass between both hands, the sands of time flowing through its neck. It appears that they pass slowly, but when we look away for just a moment, the vessel at the bottom appears fuller than that at the top. A reaper stands behind the woman, reminding her that everything passes eventually. This card is less about death than life. When it makes its way into a reading, it concerns the time that is in front of us rather than what has gone. So many of us mourn the loss of youth and what we consider to be our most vibrant self, but true beauty lies within age and maturity. To be mature and experienced allows for a greater understanding of self and therefore means that we can make more informed choices for our future. Time is always running out, and there is little we can do about that. If you have drawn this card, evaluation of some kind is necessary. How will you choose to live the coming chapters of your life? What adventure is next on your list? In a general reading, you are being reminded that the sands of time wait for nobody. Maybe you need to set the wheels in motion and do something you've been itching to get on with or were putting off for a rainy day. There you go. All right. Sorry, collective, but that lasted 2 hours. There you go. Bye.